friends, welcome back to my channel. I am starting this video out today down in my basement in front of my storage room door here because ordinarily I would be giving you a like March menu plan video, but I have decided to do a pantry challenge in March. So let me clarify a couple things. Normally when you do a pantry challenge, the goal is to save money. That is not my goal for this pantry challenge. I decided to do a pantry challenge because I've had my like long-terms, I guess call it 6-month food storage for about 2 years now. And I'm pretty good at like using the stuff in the front and putting the new stuff in the back. But I know there's some stuff in here that it's probably getting close to date that we haven't eaten yet. And so the goal for this pantry challenge for me is to just eat the food that's getting close to date so it does not expire. We eat food past the date all the time, but you know what I mean. Just trying to be good stewards of the food that we have and not be wasteful. So I'm gonna start out in here and I'm gonna look through some stuff, and I decided whatever's getting close to date, I'm just gonna gather it up and go put it up in my working pantry upstairs. What does that mean for groceries this month then? I will be going to the grocery store every week this month, which is not my favorite thing to do. But that's really how I can just get what we need and not get extra. So I'm not going to be depleting my freezers. I'm not going to be depleting anything. This is a pantry challenge just to use up, you know, those random ingredients. I know I've got leftovers in the freezer that need to be cleaned out, that type of thing. So then I will save money during this because I won't be buying as much food. But then I'm going to replenish the stuff in the 6-month food storage, and I'm going to like restock my freezers with like frozen veggies and stuff like that. So I'm still gonna be spending the same amount of money. We're just doing a pantry challenge to eat through the food that none of us have really wanted to eat through. So that's the goal for this. Alright, something I've already noticed that we do not eat is like canned soup. So all of this only has like a couple of months left. So I may incorporate I probably will incorporate some of it. We don't love canned soup. We much prefer homemade. So this might be an item that if I can replace it with like home canned soup, I probably am going to donate that to a food pantry real soon here. But so the other goal of this is to clear out some of my home canned stuff to get ready for the next growing season and such. So I know I want to use up this marinara sauce. See, like right here we have curry tomato soup, so that's like a homemade soup. as well as this squash soup, which we much prefer over the like canned stuff that you buy at the grocery store. So I still have quite a bit of canned goods. So we're gonna be working on this stuff. Like I know like these greens I wanna work through. Still have a lot of dill zucchini relish, which is delicious, by the way. So yeah, just working through everything down here in storage. All right, I've made it all the way through that shelf. Not too many things, actually. That's just a random toilet paper that fell out of a package that's going upstairs, but not too many things. We've missed the date on some of these, but as long as this smells fine, it'll be fine. I'll use it in soup or something. Now I'm coming over here to this other shelf. I do know I already have some venison upstairs, but this is like from 2019, so I do know that I want to use up some venison. This is all very recent. This is all very recent. So as long as there's no condiments that are going to go bad down here, then I'm pretty sure all of this stuff is really recently in date. This is what I found from downstairs. Side note, that's a very fun game for your kids if you're looking for a very fun, easy game that the whole family enjoys. Sorry, just walked up the stairs, I'm out of breath. Okay, so this is the stuff I found from downstairs that I would like to get cleaned up this month. These we actually really like. They're like freeze-dried potatoes, and I'm going to be making my own freeze-dried potatoes. So those will be great side dishes for this month. I thought this was a great idea. I got this not too long ago. Didn't realize it expired like January of this year, so it's already expired, which is okay as long as it smells fine. I will use it, but what I didn't realize is that it has carrageenan in it, which is a no-no. But it's food. We're going to use it. I will use it in soup or something like that. So those will get used up. All right, now into my working pantry, which is here. So I know I need to go through stuff down there. A, because it's driving me nuts, and B, because this is really packed full of stuff. I know I pretty much go through all this stuff. I do know I need to use up some of these nut butters back here. And these two things of fire roasted diced tomatoes have been here forever. I think I was saving them for a specific tomato soup recipe and just never got around to it. So I know I just need to use those up like as regular tomatoes and it'll be fine. Here is that venison that I would like to get used up. So definitely a meal with venison. So yeah, I'm going to go through this bottom thing. I already know all what's in here. I'm going to go through this bottom thing, make sure there's nothing I need to pull out. Then I'll go through my freezer. Okay, I've already found something. So I have a lot of cornmeal. I used to make cornbread a whole lot more than I do now. So I decided I'm going to keep myself a list of ideas as I come to them so that I don't forget. So I definitely want to make some cornbread, and I also know that I want to make some sort of venison soup. Okay, let's keep going. Now it's time to go through the freezer. I'm only gonna do the freezer up here because I know exactly what's in the freezer downstairs. So the kind of stuff I'm talking about, like using up, so whenever we don't get through bread, I throw it in here. So like this makes excellent croutons. There's like 1 hash brown patty. There are definitely some like freezer burn looking strawberries that we need to use. So I have all this frozen zucchini left over from the summer. I've got some frozen kale. So actually, I can write down Zupa. That will be a great way to use that up. Or you can also just do kale as a side, but my family doesn't really like that. What else do we have in here? We have blueberries. Okay, science experiment. Okay, so this is the kind of stuff that I know. So I have 2 partial things of enchilada sauce. So I'm going to definitely write down enchiladas, because I know I want to make that. I also have these that have been frozen for quite a while, so I actually will just thaw these out and use, as long as they don't have any nuts in them, because of my daughter. I don't think these have any almond flour in them. Nope, just flaxseed. Good, okay. So, I don't need anything for enchiladas. I already have that. And then I have random little bits of frozen fruit. So I should probably add smoothies over here. We need to think up some smoothies to make. And then I have turkey. So why don't we write down turkey pot pie. Still have quite a bit of ham, but that hasn't been in there that long, so I don't necessarily need to use that up. I do know I want to use these bananas up. This will be a great lunch item. Still have some breakfast sausage. So I'm gonna write bananas. So I can either make banana bread or we can use that in smoothies. So I have this powdered milk to use up that I'm just going to mix up like regular milk and put it in the refrigerator and just use that up. And I have a really good start on dinners. So for this coming up this first week of the month, I am just going to buy some perishables and we're gonna work through some of the stuff we have in the pantry. Okay, that is how I have prepared. I feel good that I have all that food pulled out and just some ideas of what I want to do. So at the grocery store this week, I will just get some fresh produce. I don't need milk because we're going to work through that powdered milk, some fruit, and then I will, so I'm not here's the thing, I'm not depleting my refrigerator or my freezers either. So this first week I'll probably just get produce, but then as the weeks go on, I am going to be buying groceries and replenishing stuff that we have used, but the goal is to use those things that are going to expire. So I will put a playlist, never know which way it is, of my previous meal plans. If you would like some dinner recipe ideas, I'll have a whole playlist that you can click on and go get some ideas. But I hope you follow along with the pantry challenge this month. I am going to be documenting as many of the meals as I can just to give you an idea of how you do a pantry challenge. So thanks for watching and we will see you in the next video. Bye!